Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you how I create my light and shadow effects in my paintings. And obviously, we start with a clean workspace. So that's what I'm doing with a little bit of masking tape. It's actually just leftover tape from some old time. It's a little sticky, but it does the job as long as you peel it off well. I'll show you that at the end of the video. So, the first step to having a painting is obviously getting your supplies. This is a flat fiber board that's recycled as a paint palette. I enjoy using the flat surface because I don't like those little boxes that come with a regular palette. I feel like it limits me. And this was me just cleaning the palette to begin with, and then also scraping off a bit of gold paint that was used to write on it. After that was done, I was ready to start. Most paintings begin with a rough drawing, and this is one I did a day ago where I've just drawn the rough and then painted, and you can see the difference. And even in most comics and big works, you need to have rough drawings. And this is something that I'm only just getting used to. Because earlier I used to just draw from observation and not have a prepared idea in mind. Even my comics were off the top of my head. So today we're going to make a little sketch, and I've decided what I want to do. It was actually based on a prompt from a friend of mine. She sent it to me on Instagram when she thought that I was losing a bit of my momentum because I said that I was losing a bit of momentum. And so she sent me some prompts, and this is basically you amongst your stationery, like one of the sketch pens. And so I just drew a really small me amongst all of my supplies. And the reason I'm doing me is because I'm doing a draw myself for 100 days challenge just to get my juices flowing when it comes to creating a character for my graphic novel. Because my novel is based on me, it helps to be able to draw me. So this is the rough sketch, and I also try to take off some of the graphite that's on this image so that it doesn't bleed with the color later on. If it's too heavy, it will muddy up the paint, and that really isn't nice. I usually choose my color palette beforehand. I like the primary color scheme and mixing colors from it. I choose these colors and I lay down a wash of yellow first so that the light is established. Now, there's usually a source of light in anything. Even in life, you'll notice that light comes from some place. It could be artificial light from a bulb, or it could be natural light from the sun or the moon, reflected light. So you could have the light source. Establishing that in the beginning is very helpful so that you can leave those areas out as highlights rather than add them in later on as a lighter color on top of a dark color. So I've given myself an outline in red or carmine, which happens to be one of the colors I use a lot. And I've also outlined everything else in blue. It's Prussian blue for those who really want to know. Um, this is because I want the main focus to be the character. It also helps that the character is front and center of the drawing so that you can actually see that first and then you look at the other details of the work. Even though I selected my colors beforehand, I seem to have a really muddy mix going on. I think it's because I was using cobalt blue instead of Prussian blue. When peeling off the tape, you want to peel it parallel to the paper, like that, so that it does not lift off any of the paper and create a tear. And even if it does create a tear like this, you simply have to start from the other side and allow the tear to be flush to the surface so that you can simply remove the, like, basically stop the tear from continuing, and it'll come out clean and easy. That's it for depth and shadow. I think maybe if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. I read and respond to each one of them, so you can get any sort of tips that you need from that. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.